Hi, I'm Michelle with College Swimming Guide. I'd like to talk about a concern that many parents have about their kids swimming in college. Which academic programs are compatible with college swim programs? Most college swimmers hang up their goggles after graduation. Some may go on to swim at a master's level or for recreation and exercise, but very few continue to compete. Therefore, it's important that they are able to major in an area of study that will prepare them for a career. When narrowing down colleges, most swimmers consider their desired major. A lot of high school students don't know what they want to study, so they'll select a school with a lot of options so they can switch majors if necessary. And some colleges offer a first-year college type option. It goes by different names at different schools, where freshmen can take a more general curriculum and explore different areas. It can be difficult to determine whether a particular academic major is compatible with a college swim program. Problems usually only occur when the major requires specific time commitments such as labs only offered during swim practice times, co-ops, internships, study abroad, etc. However, there are cases where particularly rigorous majors aren't possible with an athlete's practice schedule due to there being only 24 hours in a day. On the whole, Division III schools are more flexible than Division I and II schools when it comes to academics. The Division III season is a little shorter, and many of the coaches are more accommodating when it comes to missed practices for classes and even study abroad. However, that is not a hard and fast rule and should not be relied upon. It's best to talk to individual coaches about this. I was recently chatting with the parents of a former college swimmer who had to quit swimming in order to major in engineering. He was required to do a co-op during the school year with an engineering firm during business hours Monday through Friday. He arranged to practice with a nearby club team in the evening. However, the college coach said the swimmer had to attend daily practices with the team and suggested that he change his major. Since he wanted to be an engineer after graduation, changing his major was not a viable option. He was sad to give up swimming, but he felt that he had no choice. And in a similar story, a high school swimmer going through the recruiting process was asked to consider a different major if he attended a particular school. This concerned him, and he knocked this school out of the running as he evaluated his offers. He knew that if they asked that question on a recruiting trip, it would be a problem once he got into his higher level courses if he attended there. There are some ways that swimmers can assess whether or not they can study their desired major while swimming. The first is to ask the college swim coaches. After establishing a dialogue with a coach, swimmers should ask if there are any majors that won't work for college swimmers. Also ask what majors the current swimmers are studying. If the coach mentions some rigorous majors, it's a good sign that they're manageable with the swim schedule. Also ask college swimmers. When talking to them, ask them how class conflicts are handled, how accepting the coach is of different majors, and your swimmer may run into college swimmers on college tours, on official visits, or even when they're home on break, so there should be opportunities to ask this question of many students about their schools. When talking to swimmers, also ask what majors their teammates study. Unless it's a school that specializes in only one particular area, and this is quite rare, there should be a wide range of majors. Look at the requirements of the major. Most colleges list the courses and other requirements of each major online. Reviewing the listing is a good idea to see if any conflicts look likely. Your swimmer won't be able to tell if a particular course is only offered during swim practice, but you might be able to tell if internships or co-ops are required. Some schools allow internships during the summer when they're less likely to conflict with swim practice, and it's easier for swimmers to schedule practice in the evening after work. There are some majors, often those in the medical field, that require clinicals for multiple semesters, which can also conflict with practice. Unfortunately, it's not usually possible to study in those fields without participating in clinicals, so finding a college swim program that's flexible enough to accommodate them may be more difficult. Most teams post their team rosters on the athletics website, and many of them include academic major in the bio of each swimmer. Review the list of majors and see if there's a good variety and if any difficult majors are included. If the majority of the team majors in the same area of study, or only a couple of areas, this could be a red flag. Other than a few majors, mainly in engineering and the sciences, these conflicts are pretty rare, and most coaches will work with athletes when possible. My son had a lab that was only offered during practice hours every other week. His coach let him begin practice early, every other Tuesday, and get out a half hour early in order to make it to class on time. However, don't assume that this will be the case. Your swimmer should ask about the policy at any schools he's considering. For more information on simplifying the recruiting process, check out the College Swimming Guide website at www.collegeswimmingguide.com to learn how to become a member of the Fast Lane. Members receive monthly action items, sample emails to coaches, lists of questions to ask coaches, and many more resources. We also have a directory of all college swim programs in the country with information about each program and questions answered directly by the coaches, including practice schedules, when coaches prefer to be contacted by prospective recruits, whether the program offers scholarships, and what the coaches are looking for in a swimmer. Fastlane members have access to spreadsheets of conference championship meet times and top event times for all of the college swim programs in the country, which saves you hundreds of hours of time in your research. Our Fastlane community is an online space for swim parents to ask questions and share information. And of course, Fastlane members have access to my expertise through the private community, live chats, and the ability to purchase private consultations if desired. I hope you consider joining the Fastlane. Feel free to contact me through the website if you have questions about the material.